Okay, here we go. I'm making me apple pie tonight. So, it's 10 to 7 and it's freezing outdoors, so it's an early night indoors for me as such. The girls are all messing about here. Hetty and Daisy have been in and Bella and Lucky have just gone out, I think. Anyway, so here we go. There's my tray and I've already put flour in it. Now this apple weighs an absolute ton, as you can see. That came from the apples last season. 57 apples I got off my tiny apple tree in the garden. If you look on the garden videos, you'll see it. And I think it was $4.99 at Lidl a few years ago. And it gives me lots of beautiful apples. As you can see from this corner, I'm already nibbling, so I'll have to stop that. It's absolutely beautiful, that apple, absolutely beautiful. And all I do is I stew it and then I roll it flat and then I put it in bread bags like that. I've just cut that obviously to get it out without ruining it. So all I do is roll it flat. Once you've cooked it and it's still hot, you can press it flat in the bag. Pour it in, pour it out of the pan into the bag and then press it flat. And then just leave the bag open until it's cold. And then put it in the freezer. I've got another one of them left, but I think you can see the thickness of it, can't you? You can see how thick it is. And from my apples, I got 3 of them blocks. And I do them like that because if I ever want to use just half, you can just bang it on the side of the unit when it's frozen and it'll crack in half. Again, you could do it again and have a quarter. So, it's always usable instead of one big chunk. Right, so my tray's ready. My cinnamon's ready there. I like to sprinkle cinnamon on the apple as I'm doing it. And that's the chunk of apple. And just about, there's my rolling pin. And there's my pastry. I just need it to be a little bit wider and a tad longer. So I'll just pause you there while I roll that out. And then we'll carry on. There you go. Just a little bit wider, a little bit longer. So now I can get that in the tray. And it's well dusted, so it's easy to lift. And it's still very heavy, that. It's still quite thick. So there you go. I've got one to do the lid. So let's get this on and get it going. Okay, that's my first piece in. So now I'll just lift the apple into the base. And that should stretch it down and flatten it out. And we'll see how that looks. And there we go. That fit perfectly, didn't it? So you can see the depth of that tray, and that's filled it. It's like that thick, the apple. Sprinkle cinnamon all over the top. And I've already prepared the lid. There you go. So one pastry lid ready to go back on. 1 egg yolk to give it a wipe. And, oh, there's the cuckoo clock. Listen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's what I'm doing at 7 PM Tuesday night. Right, I'll get my lid on and get it in the oven. And I'll do some swirls to put on top. And then once it's cooked, we'll have a look. So let's just finish it off first. And there we have it, the complete apple pie. And this apple pie is called Paul. How was that? Let's get it in the oven and get it warmed up. I've dusted it with egg yolk, so that gives it a really dark brown look when it comes out of the oven, which I like, and a thick crust all the way around. So, without further ado, that's the oven that's on behind me, you can hear. And let's get it in there, see what happens. There we go. So, Paul's in the oven at 7:25, and I'll let you see the end result. See you in a bit, guys. Okay, as I gaze into the oven, I think safely say that Paul's cooked. Let's have a look. Oof, wow, that's hot. And when I say Paul, there you go. One beautiful apple pie, ready to go. And that's my apple pie. And now I'm tempted to have a big slice, but I'm going to try and leave it till tomorrow. They always taste nicer when they've settled overnight. Hope you like that, guys. See you later. Bye. Ooh, it smells delicious and it's bubbling away. Absolutely smells gorgeous. See you later.